And you say Shot City, and you say Shot City, and you say Shot City. Yo, let's go.
So your brother's bound and get, and they chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring?
Welcome to the city that made me, place I grew up in, city that's crazy where gunshots are busted, place I'm in love with, place that's corrupted, place that gave birth to the MC not to fuck with, place with city lights, sun in one shines, place that isn't right, we're accustomed to crime, where daily went crazy back in '69, and Pops was just a rookie standing on the front line. It's the land that inspires me, land I call home, land with the basement Dr. Wax and gramophone, with fake thugs and hustlers and OGs roam, the land that's well known as the throne of Al Capone. It's the land of Lake Shores where the wind blows steady and the snow falls heavy and the heat kills many. Town like none, place that I know, this is the Windy City, welcome to Chicago.
So your brother's bound and get, and they chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring?
World famous for the glamour and the rundown spots, a skyline so priceless that none can top. You can hear a different story up and down some blocks, and forever hear them bitch about the Cubs and Sox. It's a place like no other, unequal to most, where the city runs deep from the streets to the coast. But things can get ugly, city streets are no joke, cause the city's held down by the people and folks. It's a place of attitude, we think and we say, from heralds to the palace, this is each and every day. The real cops went to Ira's to drink the pain away, and the real hip-hop is NUR and HBK. It's the land of Lake Shores, where the wind blows steady, and the snow falls heavy and the heat kills many. Town like none, place that I know, this is the Windy City, welcome to Chicago.
So your brother's bound and get, and they chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring?
You can hear the wind whisper, send chills down your spine, and we can watch the waves crash along the Lakeshore Drive, and ride the L through the loop so you can get your mind right, or get lost in the beauty of the skyline lights. It's a city so pretty, full of life and fallen trees. She licked the lips and then she kissed me with the breeze. So as we proceed, I hope you people follow. You know the motto, welcome to Chicago.
So your brother's bound and get, and they chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring? So your brother's bound and get, and they chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring?
Welcome to Chicago. 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 Welcome to Chicago.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Jesse, aka your very own one and only Shots Out Spark Man, and it is time for Wednesday night Dynamite.
Both of these 20-plus year vets are looking to stave off elimination from the C2 tonight, which is a far stretch from Moxley's run to the finals in 2023.
How's everybody feeling on this fantastic
Moxley and Roddy are tied at 2 apiece in all-time singles competition.
Wednesday evening
all the way back to 2008.
of this 2-hour,
They each have one win over each other here in AEW.
2-hour edition of Dynamite.
Boil down to who can be the clutch player in this high-pressure situation.
2-hour edition of Dynamite. We got John Moxley, man,
Moxley tapped out to
versus Roderick Strong.
Roderick not typically using the ankle lock, but I think trying to get under the head of his opponent here.
What do you mean weird way to start the show? I'm just letting everybody know that we are here to cover this 2-hour, 2-hour edition of Dynamite tonight. All right. All right.
The man that's eliminated here tonight still could play very much a part into who goes on.
I don't want there to be any confusion.
At World's End.
Shoulder tackles, neither man willing to budge. Slaps.
Any confusion.
Got caught a bit there, backing up to the corner.
Roddy's a great
All right.
striker. John should know that. Look at
Despite
that
what
there he goes, going to the ankle, the foot.
these people on the screen might be saying,
Moxley up to his feet, but walking gingerly on that left leg.
this is a 2-hour edition of Dynamite tonight.
From Kyle O'Reilly, a parting gift. And there we see the semifinals
All
and
right.
final round match of the 2025 Continental Classic will take place
All right.
at World's End 1 week from Saturday.
Well,
Live
we got
on
that
pay-per-view
cleared up.
on HBO Max. Moxley trying to hammer out of the grip of Roderick Strong. And
Let's
now
see
elbows
here.
exchanged by both men.
Oh, Devin just finished member videos.
One of these men are
Fantastic, man.
mathematically eliminated from the tournament here tonight. There's still
Fantastic.
a point of
I
pride.
hope
There's
you
still
enjoyed, and
gamesmanship
more to come
of
soon.
finishing out the tournament strong, no pun intended. I mean, we saw last year, final night of the tournament, Commander
More to come soon.
victory over Claudio Castagnoli, and that eliminated Castagnoli from the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's
So
how
no
the
collision
this
corner,
is.
brothers. 3 hours.
This round
Okay.
of the tournament.
See, this is why I had to make it clear when I started the stream. So now I'll say it again for Devin to understand. This is a 2-hour
Out in the strongest crowd
edition
joining us here, and John Moxley
on
trying to escape
this
to the corner.
stream, on this channel.
Trying to get the
It
action
is
back into the ring.
2 hours,
Adult count out here, Tony. Does
not
man any
3.
favors.
2,
Forearm shots back and forth. You're
Not
right. What a crowd we have.
3.
Co-op live. Right next to where Manchester
Lots
City
of
plays
confusion going
the
on
Premier
already.
League.
Already.
And right now the fans are enjoying what they're seeing, and they're getting up close to the edge. You can slow.
Moxley over the barricade, just to the right.
Oh my God, man.
Anytime John Moxley is
This
calling out, Tony,
is,
best keep your head on a swivel.
Absolutely. And one thing that
they're over in the UK, right?
you know, there's no outside interference. If you interfere on
Yeah, they're in the UK. So we are definitely getting a lit crowd here tonight.
Well, we have John Moxley on the Motope Suicida right in front of our desk. Moxley, it was almost like an elbow suicida. He got Roderick Strong on the side of the draw. And there you see some of the matches still to come tonight on this 3-hour broadcast. Big All-Star 8-woman tag team match.
See, he just said it. No, it's not live. It's in the UK, man.
Versus the John Callis family, but the action
It's in the UK. I highly doubt.
England, Blue League action, the Continental
I highly
Classic.
doubt that
John
they're
Moxley,
up at
Roderick
6 in the
Strong,
morning
don't go anywhere.
in the UK. Although they are that crazy. But they are not up at like 6 in the morning doing a live wrestling show, bruh. They are in the UK. They're in the UK. Is it live? Yeah, man. Yeah, they're live, pal. 100%.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool.
They are live.
Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life.
Oh, man.
Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket.
How's everybody feeling out there? Let's check in with the chat. Hope everyone is enjoying this live edition from the UK. Well, they are up at, what time is it? Let's see. What time is it in the UK? Oh, it's like 1 a.m. So it is like 1 a.m. 1 a.m. over in the UK, bruh. Just starting the wrestling show. They're gonna give them 3 straight hours, so they will be there till 4 a.m. They will be there till 4 a.m. in the UK. Because, yeah, I have my son full time now, so between him and my job, I'm dying over here. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations to Quaz on becoming a full-time dad. That's right. No more part-time father for this guy. Wow. Wow.
Classic, a make or break bout for both Jon Moxley and Roderick.
I hate you. You hate me. I got 3 kids. Full time. My man got 1 and a job and he's dying over there. Oh my God. Hey, you don't like it? Keep your wiener in your pants, bruh. Don't know what to tell you.
But you can throw all that out right now.
You gotta keep it tucked away. You know, you gotta dip it like under the waistband. No, don't try to like put it on the side of the waistband of your underwear and try to make it look, you know, bigger than it is. You know, just saying, bruh. Most of us are already full-time parents. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
The best strikers in AEW.
10 minutes have gone by. 10 minutes remaining.
Half the clock has elapsed in this
10 minutes gone by. Oh no, what do they do in a draw? What do they do in a draw in a tournament match?
Able to break free of Moxley's grip and eject him from the ring. And now Roderick Strong come in. Oh, Roderick Strong, both barrels.
What do they
unleashed on Jon Moxley.
What do they do
I think we all thought
to a tie at a tournament match?
Change direction, and now he's in command of this.
Moxley once again reeling.
He was playing. Okay, good. You already planned on being a full-time parent. See? See, man? See? It all works out. Did he meet your new Chicago girlfriend? Did you show him the pics? Because they got to learn, man. They got to learn. They got to learn.
Roddy needs to get right back to it. Obviously easier said than done. Roddy was trying to shake the cobwebs out as he was getting to his feet that time.
Oh, man.
Delivered.
I love this guy so much.
Strong and now into the ropes. Strong comes out. Elbow to the side of the head. And big mat
New
return.
York show sold out.
Like his hook cover is made. And kick out. And there you see the bottom of your
World's
screen,
in
Chicago,
Chicago.
Chicago, Illinois, 1 week from Saturday. AEWTIX.com. Then Wednesday, December 31st.
You don't need to see all of that.
in Omaha, Nebraska.
I agree with you, because me either. I didn't need to see all that either.
So we are sold out this weekend in New York City at the
But it's
Ballroom,
already here.
Ballroom.
You ninja'd
Wow, what a weekend it's gonna
that
be.
shit into my brain.
Roderick Strong, I think he was looking maybe for the
Ninja'd.
stronghold. John Moxley able to twist himself, get out of the range of Roderick Strong, but Roderick following up Moxley to the floor. Now Roderick,
I watched
the steel steps from the side of the ring. And
did you guys know that
Tony,
Dark
still trying to work
came
out some
on
kinks in that
yesterday?
left leg of his, that leg that Roderick Strong targeted earlier, but it's not the leg. I think Roderick's targeting.
Quaz told me about it,
Roddy's letting his temper get the best of him here.
and I was gonna do an impromptu show and cover it, but I had plans with my wife, and then those plans fell through, and I still forgot about Dark. So I could have covered it, but I forgot about it at that point.
What's he gonna do?
I forgot about it at that point, but I did. I watched it a little while ago.
As you can see, I think Moxley, I think Excalibur, it may have been the left
I watched it a little while ago.
front of that. I'm not sure.
Was it on YouTube? It's still on YouTube.
John Moxley, as we take another
It is
look at
still
this.
on YouTube.
Moxley, yeah, he put his left arm down to try to brace the impact, and really may have damaged his.
I did
elbow.
watch it. It was typical Dark. It was back to the old days of Dark.
Very deliberately making
Same format. I think the commentary was done in post.
This man
They had
is a
Taz
dog
on commentary.
with both men 1 point and a double count out or a time
You know?
limit expiration, and so that's the only thing that could keep these men in this tournament alive. But they would need some serious help in the other matches as well.
We are past the halfway point that was announced during the break. And Alcadiara, look at this. Little bit of his own medicine to John Moxley.
Superplex from the top.
And the superplex from Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong now makes the cover, drapes the arm over, two, and
Jesse, this is your opinion only. Which company are you excited for in 2026?
impact.
WWE, AEW, and bro, I'm not excited about pro wrestling, man.
I mean, through both men's body, but really Moxley getting the brunt of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie. Look at me. Do I look excited about anything pro wrestling? Who is excited about pro wrestling right now? Other than fucking David Rice. But who's excited about pro wrestling right now?
Elbows being exchanged. Moxley, you can tell by that. Oh,
The answer is nobody is.
Those boxing elbows left and right. But
Wrestling is shit right now, man.
Now the double underhook. Death Rider attempt, perhaps. Roderick. Tiger driver. And now changes his grip. The pin. And as soon as Moxley kicks
Wrestling
out,
is
Roderick
absolute
trying to turn the corner from the
ass
stronghold.
right now. There's no reason to be excited for anything.
And we see 15 minutes have elapsed. 5 minutes remain on the clock. Under 5 minutes. Oh,
Moxley with the diamond cutter.
taking Roderick out of midair.
Oh no, the RKO. RKO out of nowhere. That's what it was. My bad.
Participation by John Moxley just goes to show you why he is the only former world champion of AEW in this tournament.
The pile driver. Moxley 1, 2. Oh, Roderick again.
John Moxley was sitting more on the chest that time instead of the shoulders, enabling Roddy to get out of it. And now look at this.
Now trying to get in. The rear naked sleeper hold. Moxley, Roderick, he's got the grip.
And
Roderick Strong, he was fighting it.
Moxley bled on Dark.
Coming in. As
True story.
Roderick, though, frees himself. No, he does free himself. Moxley traps the left arm of Roderick Strong.
Wait, where'd the blood go?
The S grip is in tight, Tony.
Did he change arms?
Job, roll, keep rolling. That's the only chance, and he did. That was his only shot, Excalibur. Only shot.
Referee Paul Turner giving Moxley the 5 count to break the hold. And clock management at this point, Tony, becomes a serious issue.
Oh, no. I think he changed arms.
When the announcement is made, sometimes you're so focused on your opponent, do you realize how much time's remaining? I mean, we are obviously less probably than 4 minutes now.
Leaping knee strike caught Moxley on the way in. 1, 2, Moxley!
AEW was good from 2019 to 2022. Then it started to go downhill. And WWE was good from the. Oh my God, bro.
Moxley in trouble. Does his tournament end right here?
I don't know what bothers me more, wrestling or wrestling fans. Actually, from this statistic to that statistic, statistically it's statistics, and then the statistics.
So to speak.
Trying to tighten things up, but Moxley
Jesus Christ.
up kicks.
The guy's right. Wrestling has been ass for years. What are you arguing about now?
Moxley already landed one elbow suicida and driving Roderick into our announce desk, but Roddy comes right back in. And paradigm shift.
Paradigm shift.
Just as Roderick Strong was charging back in.
Yeah, John Moxley maybe could have won it right there, but he's holding his knee and his back, actually more his shin that time.
Man, we ain't pinning nobody.
Bothering John Moxley.
He's gonna wait an hour and then he's gonna kick out.
Roderick Strong kicking out.
Jeff, what up, bro?
The delay in the pinfall attempt may have been the only thing that allowed Roderick Strong to kick out, to have enough time to recover.
Yeah, now what Roddy has left is the question here.
Oh my God.
Perhaps the death. Rider!
Oh my God.
There it was. Roderick Strong spiked on the crown of his head. Moxley collects both legs, covers, collects.
1, 2, 3. John Moxley won a match.
Unfortunately for Roderick Strong, his Continental
He
Classic
finally won a match.
ends early here tonight, but it continues for John Moxley, who now has lone possession of second place in the Blue League with 6 points.
There's less than 2 minutes to go, Excalibur. Almost a buzzer beater, but John Moxley prevails.
And we see the updated bracket. Moxley, 6 points, but Claudio Castagnoli, Konosuke Takeshita still tied for the lead with 7. Orange Cassidy.
Oh my
Dorada,
God.
they will compete later on tonight as part of this 3-hour broadcast here on TBS and HBO Max. Both men looking to get up to 6 points and tie with John Moxley.
Roddy's out. You mean to tell me Roddy was not winning this tournament?
Tremendous way to kick things
Huh.
off here tonight from Manchester, England. The Dynamite Holiday Bash, though. There will be no shortage of fireworks, Tony.
Didn't see that
as
coming
we
at
will
all.
make our AEW World
I had
Championship title match for World's
Roderick
End
Strong winning the whole
official
thing.
Samoa Joe. Hangman Anna Page, Swerve Strickland put pen to paper later on tonight. But right now, let's hear from the Mad King, Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston in the house.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a very simple way I live my life. It's either you win or you learn. You never lose.
Oh, you
People
can
say,
lose.
Oh, but you tapped out to Joe, you lost to the world champion, blah, 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 blah. I learned from that. And now what I really feel bad about is everyone else I have to face now after Joe. You're going to see what I learned. I never stop. I never quit because I have nothing else in my life but this. Professional wrestling is my heart, is my soul, is my everything. You think one loss is gonna bother me? Nah. I learned and I move forward. I'll see you all again. Maybe collision? Maybe somebody wants to step up and see what I learned? Hope so. Eddie Kingston, y'all.
I heard the show was taped. Saw some. Let me make this very clear right now. One spoiler in this chat and you're banned for life.
That's all we need. I mean, he had a great effort 1 week ago. It was tremendous.
All right.
Show.
Please welcome
I hope that's clear.
Callis.
Oh, that woman stole our sign, Tony.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Osaka, Japan, he is the current reigning IWGP champion and the first member
It's like after 1 a.m. in the UK right now. Really?
gentlemen,
No way. You just got here, didn't you? You weren't here when we covered that, were you?
Konosuke Takeshita,
You guys gotta show up to the streams on time, man.
excuse me, the Blue League in the Continental Classic tied with Claudio Castagnoli with 7 points, but Takeshita's attention tonight turns on the million.
I just realized they had a different stage set up. Yeah, the stage, it looks like ass right now.
He's always going to talk over you.
From the Guano country of Mexico, the greatest luchador since Mil Máscaras, ladies and gentlemen, es muy bueno.
Make that disclaimer in the pinned comment. No. Where's the fun in that?
Yo, soy, hey,
Where's the fun in that? Maybe they just shouldn't be dicks. Because if it's a spoiler, they know it's a spoiler. So why would you show up and put it in a live chat?
The alchemist of the ring.
They should
Hechicero,
already know that.
a very potent addition to the Don Callis family. And despite what Don says, he is not Hechicero. The man in the mask is Hechicero.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just blows my mind that Hechicero, such a great tactician, is with the Don Callis family. That's a head scratch. This one is not.
Yeah, don't ruin the show. Let AEW ruin it for us.
This is the $1 million winner-takes-all trios match. Joining them from Osaka, Japan, weighing 236 pounds, he is the AEW
Bro, Okada straight up dyes his hair, bro. You know Okada would be full gray. He would be full gray.
Okada,
If that dude went to jail, he'd look like Diddy in about 2 weeks.
Continental Classic with 6 points. Tied with
He would be full gray.
Speedball, Mike Bailey. But again tonight,
You know that dude dyes his hair.
cash money is.
I am really excited.
This is so obvious, bro.
They'll make it together once again. I think this is a big moment in AEW. I really do. A big moment to we've had.
Oh, how about this? Bit of a throwback.
A BTE
I'm
entrance.
thinking this even more now.
Wait, how'd they get their entrance back? I thought they were jobbers. How'd they get their entrance? Oh, wait, they got money. But if they got money, but wait. If they got money, then that means they spent it on their entrance. And if they spent it on the entrance, then what's on the line here tonight?
Heroes welcome to the Elite tonight in Manchester. And Nick Jackson
Make it make sense.
reunited. $1 million on the line. But we heard from Kenny Omega last week, Tony. He said money.
I'm digging too deep into.
Getting his hands on
For real.
sticking it to Don Callis. His
They had shitty entrances because they were broke.
joined at the desk by Don Callis.
But now they got money, so they got their entrance back. Then what's on the line exactly?
He is out after you. Doesn't worry about the money. Doesn't worry about the $1 million.
Well, I worry about the money. It's my money. I earned this money.
Wait a minute. The Bucks earned some money too.
The Bucks screwed me.
Well, he was the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander that won that $1 million prize. I got full gear, but
Oh boy.
competing for the $1 million, 750,000 pounds. You got a calculator app on your phone. You can convert it to the local currency, whatever. It's a lot of money on the line here tonight.
They got some damn nerve putting on a 3-hour goddamn wrestling show
You will.
after every wrestling fan on the planet complained about 3-hour Raws for years.
It was Kenny Omega that
He think it's a treat to give us a 3-hour show. What is that dude on coke?
Kenny Omega's former home in Japan before he joined New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Hmm.
And it was Omega that vouched for Takeshita, opened the door for him, and it was Takeshita alongside Don Callis that really stabbed Kenny in the back.
Well, you neglect to mention the fact that he pinned Kenny twice in 6 days, a feat that has never been done before under my tutelage.
Certainly did. That was
SmackDown's going to 3 hours. Yeah, well, we already, yeah, Triple H is definitely hitting the book of sugar. We don't have any more 2-hour wrestling shows. Raw is like 2.5, at least 2.5 hours long. SmackDown's going to 3 hours. This show was supposed to be 2 hours, but they struggle so hard trying to give us just 2 hours of a show. There's an overrun like every damn week. Then a 3-hour show every chance they get. It's a 3-hour show, and they still had enough to film for Dynamite. Not Dynamite. They had enough to film for Dark yesterday.
We only got one guy in the ring right now, and it's Takeshita.
He wasn't talking about now.
Wow. Kenny Omega's jealous of Takeshita, I can tell you that.
Oh, what about that triple team?
Elite.
Has anyone stopped to mention that two of the guys who've had the most success against Kenny Omega?
Yes. Dark. We covered this earlier in the show.
It's almost like you built it that way, but right now this $1 million match continues.
I'm going to start just sitting here quiet at the start of the streams, but I'm not going to say nothing. At the start of the stream, I'm just going to sit here and wait for everybody to get here. So then everybody is up to speed. Because people will hop into the stream late and then like ask shit and like nobody said anything before you got here. But we gotta say it again and again and again and again. Oh yeah, you did miss that. Yeah, man. He did. He came on here and said that Bruce Pritchard was a genius. It happens. People arrive late. Oh, 100%, Jeff. Absolutely. You know, all the time. And I'm glad everybody, even show up, But man, the stream went on without you, man. We're not going to cover the same shit, for every new person that showed up in the chat and asked about something that we already covered. Right? Oh no, he was serious. He said he met him and he like picked his brain and they were talking about the business or whatever, bro. Man said Bruce Pritchard is a genius. I see streamers repeat themselves like 5 times. I see a lot of streamers do a lot of stupid shit. I get it. If you said something when there's like 15 people in the stream and then there's 115 people in the stream, then yeah, things are gonna come back up. We've been live for like, 30 minutes.
Trying to make the escape to his corner to tag in either Kenny Omega or his brother Matt, but it is Omega.
Not 3 hours.
Omega into action. Big hammer to the chest, 2 in a row. Bounce Hechicero around, and a third. Hechicero touch underneath. Kick to the midsection. Remember Omega, that battle with diverticulitis.
Oh, come on.
Dr. Uma repeats himself 3 times. I don't even know who that is.
Situation for Kenny Omega. It was a miracle that he came back to the ring. That he's been
I don't even know who that is, bruh.
Oh, he's an incredible athlete. He's just completely without direction without me. If I was still managing, we'd have kicked out of that diverticulitis in a week.
Oh, for crying out loud, Don. Now that's bull, and you know that. You're so full of it, but even more so with that comment.
Look at Okada now. This reminds me of back in the good old days. He's just dominating Kenny Omega. Now
You don't
talk about
know
teamwork. Here we
who
go.
Umar is? Trust me.
Wait a minute, is this
I
teamwork?
don't
It's
know
not.
who Umar is.
We talked about the simmering tensions.
Dr. Umar John. Who the fuck is that?
About to boil over between Okada and Takeshita with a double suplex.
Okada was worried about the disqualification Excalibur. That's why he told him.
Never heard.
Is that what the stare's all about?
Of course.
Okay. You know, what a crowd we got here tonight. It's one of our biggest. We had over 300 Dynamites here on TBS.
Don't do. Oh, I'm not
Sellout crowd.
I'm not looking
over
it up.
10,000 in Manchester.
I'm gonna finish watching the show that I have to cover
As Takeshita and
on a
Callis
post-show review.
doing some strategy sessions there, Don. But Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada, this is the first time, I believe, that these two men have ever wrestled here on Dynamite. Of course, they had that classic bout for the unified title earlier this summer at All In Texas. And really two men who've been longtime rivals in there. Without Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada is not the wrestler that he is, and likewise.
What happened to Butcher and the Blade?
He is without Omega.
Oh, man, Kenny can still go, buddy. Diverticulitis, being stabbed in the head with a screwdriver doesn't.
Grave Death with the 5 gifted subs, my man.
The attacks on the abdomen by the Don Callis family.
Thank you so much, bro. That's what's up, bro.
Okada and Takeshita sending them down to the floor. And now Hechicero.
Guys, if you got a gifted sub,
He was focused on Hechicero, where he should be, but knowing that, Takeshita's on the outside.
from Grave Death, make sure
It'll be a smooth transition, I bet, to a tag.
Omega.
that you thank him in the chat, bro.
The tag was made.
Tag made. Omega. The
There
moonsault.
you go.
Nick Jackson.
Much appreciated, man.
Backstabber. And Matt Jackson is the legal man. The elbow drop.
You don't want to let the elite get going, that's for sure.
First time back together, but looks like they're recapturing the magic. Because look at the fans standing here.
Okada in.
Make sure you check out the members only content.
The Young Bucks and a shot for Kenny Omega as well.
Okada hates the Young Bucks.
Really?
He does.
I don't think so.
He told me he used them because of their position when he first came here. Never liked them.
He may hate him right now after that great tandem maneuver.
Working Rana from the Bucks and now Kenny Omega. And the Elite.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Are we gonna go flying over? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
This is a great moment.
You hear the thunder coming from Manchester and Kenny Omega.
Oh, yeah.
And the Young Bucks.
Nobody moved. All 3 of those dudes should have pulled the Samoa Joe move, or they just walk away. Like, bro, I'm not standing here for this shit.
Matt and Nick Jackson, Kenny Omega, the
Not
reunited
standing here for this
aces.
shit.
Sharp here, they have the advantage, but they need to press it if they want to get their hands on that $1 million prize. As Don Callis is clutching
They teased
very,
it.
very
They
closely.
got the crowd hyped for it. They built up to it. They stood there the whole time,
Look at this. Matt Jackson
looking like they was wobbly,
spin him around. Matt signs it.
like in a video game.
Hechicero, Don Callis family with the advantage.
Finish him.
This match continues. Don't go anywhere. $1 million is on the line.
Commercial break. Oh my God. Let me get some more water. BRB. And we are back with some more exciting pro wrestling. We're on commercial break. Let's go back and repeat everything that we covered in the first 40 minutes of the stream. This is a very unique stream. Very unique stream. Oh my God. The Street Fighter trailer is dope. Just saw it. Did I see that trailer? I think I saw a teaser. I think I saw a quick teaser. I don't know if I saw a full trailer yet. There's a major difference. And we are back.
The Callis family, the elite of battle for $1 million going down tonight in Manchester.
Mid-show commercials, mid-match commercials, man.
All the family.
It's been all the family, including.
Okay, only the teaser came out. Oh, okay. All right. Then yeah. Then yeah, you're late for the teaser then. I thought the trailer came out. Like, I missed the trailer?
Referee's back was turned.
It does look good, though.
Callis. Everybody saw it here in Manchester as plain as day. Wait a second, Matt Jackson sweeps the leg of Hechicero out, lands the super kick, but Okada cutting Matt off, preventing him from making the tag and sending Omega spilling to the floor.
Yeah. I saw the trailer on the Gamer Awards. Yeah.
Kesta knocked to the floor, the couple boots to the jaw of Okada. And now Matt Jackson. Stunner on the floor. Caught Takeshita unawares. And Okada out to the floor in pursuit. And Matt Jackson back into the ring, trying to desperately tag in his brother. But Okada putting on the brakes. Kazadora into the Bulldog.
You get the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega going up against Okada. Takeshita. And someone just kind of sticks out in this stuff. Like, one of these guys just don't belong. I feel like this should be America versus Japan.
Overhand chop leaps over Takeshita. Super kick for Takeshita. Maintaining control of the wrist of Okada. And a 2-for-1 for Nick Jackson.
6 years later, the Bucks, Kenny Omega, are still amazing.
Running boot to the face on Okada. Hechicero gets taken down. And now Kazadora into a cutter by Nick Jackson.
Just like older brother.
Come on.
Perhaps a little bit of risky business.
Get to the top.
For Konosuke Takeshita. Yes, it was. The splash, the cover.
And a kick out.
They almost pinned the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Almost.
As Kenny Omega saying some words to Nick Jackson, but Takeshita caught the boot and landed a massive elbow strike.
Oh, I thought it said grave death. Oh, man. I'm so sorry. Let me go back and redo that. Gavin Death. My bad, Gavin. I called him Grave Death. Although that is a badass nickname, though. That is a badass nickname.
Able to carry himself around the momentum and a Canadian destroyer. Hechicero.
Gavin Death. Everybody thank Gavin Death for the gifted sub, blind ass. I am blind. My text is too small on this screen, but I got it small so I can see other things. I got like a bunch of other shit on the same screen.
Canadian Destroyer.
I am blind. Leave me alone.
On that hammerlock.
I'm nice to you, and you're a jerk to me for no reason.
Okada, legal for the family, and he called out his career-defining rival, Kenny Omega.
Oh no.
He beat him in
Kenny versus Okada. This is a moment that they are trying to make, and it's not quite panning out to be that moment.
The first ever AEW Unified Champion.
Nope, not as big of a moment as they thought it was going to be.
But this is a first on Dynamite. Two legendary performers.
Come on!
Yeah.
What a snap in those forearms from Omega.
Like Magic and Bird back in the 80s. Brady and Manny. Some of the great rivalries. You're watching it unfold here in
Booyays!
AEW.
Kazuchika bobbles with the uppercut, but Omega strikes back, the chop to the chest, blistering the Rainmaker. Omega charges in, but Okada turns around, sees him on the top, likes the drop kick. There, Omega headed scout, and now Omega, one-winged angel perhaps.
Turn.
Oh, almost had him hooked, but Okada, Rainmaker, no, super kick instead.
Well, Omega and Okada know each other so well. You're seeing
I'm going to wrap this shit up. It's been on like... Yeah, I agree. I agree. They could kind of wrap this shit up right about now.
Jackson, the DDT. Hechicero tried to change levels. Matt didn't let it happen, and now Takeshita. Boom! Thunder! Bomb, but Omega, what a knee strike!
V-trigger. Everybody's dead.
The spot picker himself, Kenny Omega.
Everybody is dead.
You would agree with that. You got an opening.
A tremendous effort here by all 6 competitors. Now tags made. Takeshita and Nick Jackson legal. Super kick avoided by Takeshita. Moves to the midsection from the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. The top prize in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but right now, Nick Jackson escapes the grip of Takeshita. Takeshita, though,
He held on.
looking for another Blue Thunder, perhaps, but oh, wow!
Tag's been made to Matt.
Takeshita, he was so locked in on Nick Jackson that he didn't see the super kick coming, but he absorbed the contact. Now the waist lock. Standing switch again, and Jackson gone. Sunset flip over both men. The German suplex on Takeshita, but now Okada into the fray. Okada.
Oh.
Fake with the drop kick avoided by the Bucks, but the super kicks were not.
This is incredible. I mean, listen to this is incredible. For $1 million.
I forgot this match was for $1 million.
What timing by Okada.
I'm not going to lie.
The drop kick from Okada, and now Takeshita. The legs are hooked.
Watch this now, the power.
The prelude to the German suplex. Matt Jackson in serious trouble here. Hechicero. The slam and power drive knee from Takeshita. 1, 2. Oh no, Omega there to break it up.
Spot picker. Kenny, no, he's saved it, Don. You know that. And Kenny Omega is dumped outside.
This shit is definitely dragging, right?
Hechicero tagged in by Takeshita.
Takeshita calling the play here. It's going to be a great triple team, I think.
Wait, Okada. Whoa. Hold up, Matt Jackson.
Like, this shit is just straight up dragging, yo.
Takeshita was looking for the knee, and Hechicero trying to calm the tensions here, but
They just want to finish these guys so bad, they all want to do it themselves.
Okada messed that up.
That's how much they hate them.
and remember, there's $1 million on the line for the winners of this match, but
Was that an accident when he swung a foot right to Okada's face, or not?
Takeshita didn't seem too apologetic about it, but either way, it's Omega and Takeshita legal for their respective sides here.
I wonder about that move.
Omega floats over, Waist lock, then transitions into the Dragon Suplex with the snap. Hechicero and Omega takes Hechicero down. And
Oh, he's in perfect position.
Maker, no.
Yep, good time.
Snap, Dragon from Kenny Omega. 3 in a row, 1 for each.
I'm changing up the chat a little bit.
Boy, the Elite firing the crowd up.
Reunited Elite competing here tonight in Manchester. Boom! Triple super kicks for Hechicero. His bell got rung there, and Omega lining him up.
So if you see it go away and all that stuff, that's why.
Trigger! The Elite could be moments away from $1 million.
My God, he's got him up, and every bit of 255 here is Hechicero.
Hechicero up on the shoulders, and now
I just need something to do. Right now, I'm a little bored.
Angel with the assist. The Elite with the win.
Give the men their money.
The Elite win.
Well, Don Callis just threw down his headset in disgust, and he is holding on to that bag of $1 million that now belongs
There we go.
to Matt and Nick Jackson. I'm sure Don Callis will be very gracious. Oh,
Let me
no,
keep the
he's
chat like that instead of having it block the whole right side of the screen.
with that bag of $1 million. But wait a second, Okada and Takeshita in from behind. Rainmaker from Okada wipes out Kenny Omega. Okada and Takeshita
Here we go.
staring eye to eye. But now turning their
This
focus
match went as long as it did. Now we gotta do
raging
post-match
fire
shit.
from Takeshita, Rainmaker from Okada. And they're not done, Tony.
You know?
Uh-oh, this is trouble.
Another Rainmaker, another raging fire. Look at Okada. I mean, he's taunting Takeshita, and now a shove.
Listen, we have seen this breakdown before, but I think it's getting...
Bro, why don't they just kiss and get this shit over with, man?
Protestations. Trying to. Well, wait a second. Omega. What? Omega. Pick it up. That looks like a heavy wooden broom.
Whatever he could
Oh,
find under the
Omega
ring,
with
it's
the
got her
broom.
technique.
You know, this being taped and all, they could have edited this to make it interesting.
Turned his attention away from the bag of money. Luckily, Rick Knox
True story.
able to grab it. The Elite earning the $1 million prize here tonight as the situation.
True story.
Okada and Takeshita continues to deteriorate. But coming up next on Dynamite Holiday Bash,
They could have fixed this shit in post.
page Swerve Strickland signed the contract for the AEW World Championship three-way match at World's End. Next.
Oh, boy, boy, boy. So, I'll just share this with you guys that are here. Because I didn't make it public yet, but I am in the midst of starting some new content, video content. It will be I'm thinking like maybe a weekly thing. I might do it once a week, really release it on the same day every week. It'll be like wrestling comedy. So what it'll be essentially is like I don't want to say it. It's gonna be what I'm gonna say, but it's the best description that I can come up with. But it'll be like maybe like a weekly recap of pro wrestling done in the same kind of vein as Collision Corner. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be done every week. It'll be released on the same day every week. It'll be edited and, you know, all that stuff. But it'll be an ongoing series. And, you know, the early stages of it might be rough, as is everything that, you know, first starts off. But as I get the opinions of everybody in the comment section and things like that, it'll evolve into what I'm hoping that it becomes. But it'll be as I don't want it to be a news video. I don't want it to be a wrestling news video, because my assumption is by the time you get to this video, you already know what happened throughout the week. All right, you already know what happened. The purpose of this video is to kind of sum it up and in a more of a comedic way for a smart wrestling fan to appreciate. You know, there could be times where people who are not hardcore wrestling fans, they won't get the references and shit like that, you know, but the people who watch wrestling on a regular basis will absolutely get the references in it. So I'm still trying to come up with a catchy title for it, but I do have the premise. And the purpose is to start uploading some video content as opposed to just doing live streams.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in, first of all, former world champion
Hangman. So what I think I'm going to do is, because I need Patreon content, so what I'm gonna do is start a couple of rough drafts, and first thing I'll do is put it in the members only section here on YouTube. So it'll be for the members on YouTube and the Patreon subscribers. It'll start there, and then when it goes up on YouTube on a regular basis, the people who are members and the people who are Patreon subscribers will get it first. All right. So say I don't know, say the regular upload date is Sundays. I don't know. Whenever it is, I'll upload it to the member section and to Patreon, like maybe like Thursdays or something like that. Whose house is it? It is Copyright House. Nana's new dance fits this entrance just as well as Swerve's music does. Okay, he does go back to the regular dance though, so take that back about Nana. So yeah, so that sound good. What y'all think about that? Because I wanna definitely start doing some regular content in video form. I don't want to make it too long. I don't want to upload like hour-long shit. But maybe like a good 20 minutes, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be fun, entertaining, and something that y'all can put on, you know, in the background or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That you guys can get used to having on a regularly scheduled time. So that you know, oh, this is coming up on this day and this time every week. We know we getting it. So and another thing though, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm not even 100% sure that I want to do week in review content on that, because I might want to do just like old school pay-per-views, do retro reviews in that very same format. And maybe I will. I'm thinking out loud at this point right now. Maybe I will do the weekend reviews and put those up on YouTube. and then do pay-per-views and retro stuff in the very same format and put those on like Patreon and the members only stuff. So like I said, I'm straight up just thinking out loud at this point. But nonetheless, there will definitely be some content coming that I don't normally do that will become a regular thing.
Everyone has seen the contract. This is for 1 week from Saturday.
You can always put a poll up to gauge. Nah, I can't put a poll up for everything because everybody's going to want to choose the free stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would too. I got to do what's best to make sure that everybody gets regular content and it's not all stuck behind a paywall. Because I want to do regular stuff, but at the same time, I do need to do some Patreon stuff too.
Now, gentlemen, I have to apologize. As you can see, I brought my colleagues with you, but it's for a very good reason. Because you see, when it comes to the equation of the Hangman plus Swerve,
where's Keith Lee? Who fucking knows?
Volatile and unpredictable. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody was safe and there was nothing out here to trigger anybody to do something stupid.
Get your hands off that young boy,
so
Joe.
I won't waste any more of the champ's time.
And what is Joe wearing?
AEW champion.
Where's the suit?
And gentlemen,
motherfucker wearing a tracksuit.
I just hope you both make it there in one piece.
You know, Joe, it's funny that you say that.
Not I wearing a Canadian suit.
Let me reiterate again. I came back to AEW for the AEW World Championship at Full Gear.
Swerve wearing some Michael Jackson Thriller leather.
And the finish of that match was different. I'll be coming after you, Hangman. But as I look at you right now, and you know that I know after everything we've been through, all the hell that we caused to one another, there's mutual respect here in some weird way. On top of mutual respect, there's mutual hatred for you, Joe. The last time me and you had a contract signed up for that championship, you put me down badly. So bad that I had to
Swerve is clean.
In a pool of my own blood.
Look like he's a part of some made-up gang from the Warriors.
So now I got to jump through hoops and every obstacle that you throw at me. And you know how I'm going to pay you back for that? I'm going to take your championship away from you. On top of that, I'm going to swerve stomp the hell out of you and leave a boot print on your face that's so bad and so permanent, so ugly, it'll be uglier than that fake tattoo you had on your face back in 2007.
I don't know fashion.
This is Big Boss Energy right here. This is hard body Swerve. God body, if you ask me. So I'm letting you know right now, you better bring your big guns to World's End. You better bring your army and your big guns to World's End. Because I'm going to let you know right now, you cannot kill a god with bullets. Whose house?
D nice. Still hoping to have some cheddar time tonight. Yeah, come on, man.
We have 2 signatures.
Yeah, come on, man. Get it on in. We need someone to profess
I want to remind both of you
their undying loyalty to Bruce Pritchard and his genius.
Each other, but fighting together, fighting to free the All Elite Wrestling Men's World Championship from a briefcase and to end
the tyranny and bullshit of Jon Moxley and the Death Riders. That's where we were. And Joe, had we figured it out, had we figured that out before you challenged Moxley for the World Championship, it could have as easily been you as World Champion. And Swerve, if we had figured out that we needed to fight together, if we had figured this out before you challenged Jon Moxley, it could have just as easily been you. But at all in, when we figured it out, when we fought together, it was neither of you, it was me. It was left to me to get the job done, and I did it, and I became the World Champion. And I knew that as World Champion, that one by one, each of you would find your way across the ring from me. And I would give you the opportunity for the championship that you had fought for alongside me. Joe, I gave you that opportunity. I gave it to you at Wrestle Dream, and you failed. You failed against me. So instead of accepting your defeat, you turned to Hobbs, you turned to Shibata, and you turned to Hook. Joe, you turned into what you fought against. Joe, you are worse than the Death Riders on their worst day. And you might stand here with the World Championship, Joe, but it is all that you have. Because you have no self-respect left. You have no sense of dignity. And admittedly, in the twilight years of your career, I would hate for the legend of Samoa Joe to be remembered as the piece of shit that you are today.
Oh, snap.
If anybody would know about that, it's this godforsaken town.
As World Champion, I knew, Joe, and I planned on defeating you. I planned on defending the championship against everyone who helped me. I planned on defending the championship against Darby Allin. I planned on defending the championship against Will Ospreay. And I knew there would come a time. I knew there would come a time as World Champion when once again I would stand across the ring from you, Swerve. You said that you came back to AEW to challenge the World Champion. And had it not been Joe, it would have been me that you stepped up to. And I would have expected nothing less from you. I would have given you the championship match that you had deserved, Swerve. And had you beaten me, I would have accepted that defeat. And I would have handed that championship over to you. But that is not the world that we live in. That is not the world that we live in. At World's End, this will be a three-way match, and I cannot guarantee you, Joe, who will leave as champion, but I can damn sure tell you this, it will not be you. Joe, you have messed up worse than you know in making an enemy of the two of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have all three signatures in 10 days at World's End, a three-way match for the AEW World Championship.
Gold Standard, why did you mention MJF like 5 minutes ago? Why did you come in here and spoil the damn show?
Ladies and gentlemen, MJF has just cashed in his guaranteed world title shot that he won in the Casino Gauntlet and All In. It is now a four-way match.
They get the point, Shivani. Get the hell out of my ring, you tub of goo.
Gold Standard.
Now, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why a guy like me would willingly execute my contract knowing I'd have to face 3 men instead of 1. Hi, Seabiscuit.
That's what I'm wondering.
Since the inception of this company, you've called me a coward. And while I had time off getting my stuff together and filming a movie, because unlike you, I'm actually a star, I was festering over this, and eventually I realized it, Hangy. Maybe you were right. You know, the old me, I would have came back here, I would have took every shortcut in the book just to get what I want. But that wouldn't cut you deep, now would it? See, I need to hurt you, cowboy. And I can't think of a better way to do it than not just by taking that title far away from you, but by doing it by beating you and 2 of your biggest rivals all in one fell swoop. That way, you and your fans have absolutely 0 excuses.
Well, this has been a wonderful...
Shut your mouth!
Joe's got to be careful. The rules apply to every man inside the ring. No physicality.
What's going on, Joe? You upset? You mad? You gonna quote me a big supervillain soliloquy? Huh? I ain't afraid of you anymore, but I do still hate you. See, when you took that title away from me, these people turned on me. Let's be honest. They did. They did. And as much as it pains me to admit it about these schmucks, unfortunately, they get to dictate who goes down as an all-time great. And I don't want to go down as an all-time great. I need to, Joe. And you halted that journey. You made these people question my abilities. Mine. Well, guess what? Your luck, it's run out, Sloppy Joe. See, Joe, I'm about to make you fall back. I'm about to make you fall back harder than your hairline. World's End, look at me. World's End, the same place you ended my title reign, I end yours.
Gluteus Maximus, if there's anybody that you need to be afraid of in this ring, it's me.
Wow. You know what? Fire bars, Shane. You really remind me a lot of this famous musician. You guys have a lot in common. You both call yourself moguls. You both rock chains. You both rock way too much baby oil. And you're both dog shit rappers. The name's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, that's right. P. Diddy.
Diddy time.
Hey. Pop. Pop quiz class. Whose house? Let's talk about that, shall we? See, you people know him.
He's coming out here and just shitting on all three of these guys, bro.
And we were both grinding it out in the indies, trying to make a name for ourselves. I've known you as Shane. I went my way.
He is completely burying all three of these guys.
Homegrown star in the history of this company. And you went to WWE. Take it easy. It's a perfectly good company, gang. Your run there, however, not great. However, I must say, I thoroughly enjoyed watching you twerk for Top Dollar.
Oh my God.
And then
all buried.
You came across the street. You came knocking on my door. I let you in graciously, and you went on to achieve some incredible stuff, Shane. You got freaking jacked, bro. You became a tag team champion. You beat Sloppy Joe over there for the world title, and you held it for a whopping 126 days. Not bad, huh, folks? $406. But hey, who's counting? Who's counting? But listen. Oh, Shane. See, now we have a problem. Because you're in my way. You're biting the hand that feeds you. You're swerve stomping around.
Oh my God.
Like you own the damn place. You've been a very messy tenant.
My God, bro.
This isn't your house. This is my house. The rent is due, and the devils come to collect. Ladies and gentlemen,
my God, man.
Can call me Michael Corleone, because in one night, I'm about to handle all my family business. December 27th. Chicago, Illinois, World's End, I get back what is rightfully mine. My Triple B, my AEW World Championship. And do all you folks happen to know why? It's because my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and I'm better than you.
An explosive return by MJF. And in a single stroke of his pen,
He just came out here and buried the entire top of the card.
Hangman Adam Page, Swerve Strickland, Samoa Joe, and MJF.
bring up any Continental Classic, but our goal stays the same.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Speedball Mike Bailey. Bro, he just came out and made every last single one of them in that ring absolutely irrelevant. They all look like jobbers. I don't know if I can agree with that promo, man.
So I'm gonna take that same energy and bring it.
I don't know if I can agree with that promo. I mean, you just any kind of fucking heat that any one of them had is gone.
This Saturday, big matches in the Continental Classic.
This is an 8-woman tag team contest.
Swerve just recently came back. That was, man, bro. Bro, I don't know if I would have done it like that. Like, that promo may have served perfectly fine if done after he won the title at like the next Dynamite. But wow. If I'm Swerve and if I'm Joe and if I'm Hangman, I'm actually pretty upset about how that went down. Man. This shit had you invested. All you needed to know was that MJF was coming back and was going to be a part of the match. That's all you needed to know. That would have been enough to get anyone invested because everybody misses him. I don't know if, don't get me wrong. You know, the promo was great and all that. You know, I agree with everybody and everything that y'all saying about the promo. But that may have been a little too much to do to the absolute top of your card, including your world champion. Wow. Wow.
The AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship title tournament. And now they fight alongside one another tonight. Against some pretty formidable opposition, Tony. Heavy firepower on both sides of the ring.
Yeah, when you have Athena or when you have obviously...
Oh, Ryan the Canadian Chipmunk with the 279 Canadian super sticker. He says that segment was trash.
Mercedes trying to get an early advantage on Willow. Nightingale, the woman that Mercedes defeated.
Said it was trash.
Champion and Willow. Quick tag out to Harley Cameron.
I don't know if I agree with you there, Ryan.
On Mercedes. Dora and the splash, the assist. Cover made one.
That was before. No. Nice try. Guys, it's official. Canadians thought that segment was trash.
Member of the women's tag team champions in a short period of time.
Sorry, bruh. D Nice says it's call-in time.
By Athena. She calls herself the Ring of Honor Women's Forever.
Guys, let's get
Caught Athena sleeping there. A couple of kicks and
the Bruce Pritchard Glazer himself
she's reeling, but now in comes the problem, Marina Shafir.
in the stream.
Marina wants to slow things down here. Harley will not let it happen.
Cazadora attempted, but Marina.
She'll have to.
Just the sweep, and now Shafir hammer throw into the ropes. High kick from Harley Cameron. Mina Shirakawa, I believe, made the blind tag there. There's Harley, Russian leg sweep, and Mina Shirakawa over the top, the tornado, the splash, 1, 2. Shafir able to kick out. Athena and Mercedes Moné talking some strategy outside of the ring, of course. They were upset, Mercedes and Athena, in the first round of the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament by the eventual winners, Tony, the Bayne Wrath.
And I think that was kind of surprising to everyone, but when you think about the fact they had not teamed together before, maybe it wasn't so surprising.
Mina Shirakawa baiting in. Megan Bayne, well, she had Marina Shafir tied up. 2 for 1 for Shirakawa. Another still to come tonight, the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royale. It will come down to 2 men who will battle it out next Wednesday, Christmas Eve, on Dynamite for the Dynamite Diamond ring. Tony Storm, lateral press.
They're chanting Cody Rhodes.
Breaking up Pac, Kyle Fletcher, Gold League action, 2025 Continental Classic, as well as Máscara, Dorada, Orange.
They're not chanting Cody Rhodes.
On that special stocking stuffer edition of AEW Dark tonight, they will battle it out.
Where is
Bang Gang for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, but this match is gonna continue. Don't go anywhere.
there? It is.
I didn't think someone like
There it is. Commercial break, and here is Mr. D Knight. Oh, look who I'm seeing right now. It is Cheddar himself. There we go. My man, Mr. David Rice Pritchard. What is going on, sir? How you feel? How is Big Unk?
Did you see the picture I sent you?
Oh, yes. And so has the whole chat, man. My man. Wait, why is it? How do... Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. All right. For those of us who were not privy to the bomb you dropped on us, can you repeat what you told us last time we were here live, sir?
I'm moving.
You know what we want to hear. Your feelings on Mr. Bruce Pritchard.
All right, look. And we're only going to talk about this briefly because this is AEW's night. Okay.
Yeah. This is worth it, though. This is worth it.
Let me revise my statement, a little bit. Let me elaborate.
Come on, it's still there in the archives on YouTube, bro. You can't change it up now. They can go back and look at it.
I'm elaborating. When it comes to psychology, I feel as though Bruce Pritchard is a genius. After having some actual FaceTime and talking to him and asking him questions, and and listen to other people ask questions and him answering. He's very smart. He's very smart when it comes to pro wrestling, when it comes to psychology. He would tell stories about how they would come up with things, and they would tell Vince like, hey, the audience is going to shit on it, right? And Vince would be like, yeah, Vince would be laughing at gorilla positions, like, oh yeah, they're shitting all over it, like just like they thought they would. So to bring that into context, with the whole thing about what happened on Saturday night and everything, WWE knew. They knew that, they knew that Triple H was going to get some of the heat, but they knew that most of the heat was going to fall on Gunther, which is exactly what happened. You go back to the first segment on Monday night, and come to find out, this was after Hershey had already sat through a 2-hour taping of SmackDown, and Gunther got that much of a reaction. That was heat.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will never find entertainment like this on any other live stream. Right here on this channel is where you're going to get someone calling Bruce Pritchard a genius. Also, by the way, fun fact, I saw a report that said WWE was completely blindsided by the reaction that they got from the live crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. And who was the author of that report?
I don't know. I saw it on Cultaholic.
Was his last? Oh, okay. I was about to say, was the last name Meltzer?
I don't know.
They
don't.
Name, you know what? I don't like people. I don't like people who are named David like me who call themselves Dave. I hate being called Dave. If you want to piss me off, call me Dave. Seriously.
All right. Tony Storm just hiked up her shorts. Well, you know, you got to tell people that, because that is a very common thing to do. Very common thing to do.
Okay, so when I introduce myself to people, I introduce myself as David.
Right.
And what people immediately do is like, "Hey, Dave, how you doing?" It makes me want to punch him right in the damn face.
No.
I said my name is David, and I'm a dick with it too. I was like, my name is David, not Dave.
Now, the polite thing to do is ask, is it okay if I call you Dave? And then you would say no. I'm like, okay, then now I know. But that is a very common thing, you know, to do. I don't think anybody does it to be offensive. You know what I'm saying? And look, you're right. It's your name, and you have the right to be called whatever you want. But I don't think anyone does it to be offensive, because it's a very common thing to do. You know?
Yeah, and you know, for us Davids out there, us, you know, people who are beloved, because that's what our name means, be called Dave. Damn.
Yeah. No.
All right. So all right. So look, I've been moving for most of the day. I missed probably the first hour, maybe hour and a half of Dynamite. I did see that MJF is back. How's the show been so far? And I can see what the chat says too.
It's been a very boring show. Been a very boring.
I saw the card earlier today on X when I was taking a break while I was moving. I was like, somebody had, you know, retweeted and said that it was like a pay-per-view worthy card. And I was like, this is a really heavy card for a TV event. They're trying to, you know, they're really trying to, you know, do something. But at the same time, it all comes down to execution.
Derek Fleming wants to know if we can call you David Pritchard.
No.
He said David though. So I mean, but I digress. I thought that was funny. I digress. So no, I don't know who called this a pay-per-view worthy card. I mean, I don't know. I'll keep it a buck. I didn't look at the card on paper and line it up to say if it's pay-per-view worthy or not. All I know is how the show has felt so far tonight, and it has felt very flat.
Now, do you think that's because of, you know, with all these Continental Classic matches, which are just so cold? You know, like you can have one cold match on there, maybe two, but they have like 3 or 4 cold matches plus this, you know, this multi-person tag team match going on right now.
The reason for the reason it's flat to me is the same thing. It's the same reason why it's always flat, and that's because there's just a lack of interest in the story behind the matches. So if you I know what I used to do to a lot of people who don't watch pro wrestling, and they question, like, you know, how could anybody watch it knowing that it's not real and shit like that. I like to describe it, and I heard many of wrestling fans use the same analogy. I like to describe being a pro wrestling fan, watching a pro wrestling show. I equate it to it being a soap opera for men. It is basically a soap opera for men. There is just a sport aspect, and there's a combat fighting aspect, but the soap opera part comes from storytelling. So if you are missing any one of the aspects that make it interesting, you know, make it pro wrestling, then it's just not the same. And so, and here we're missing a lot of interesting story. So if you're missing the story, then everything else just falls flat. And I'm just watching these guys grapple in the ring. And you might get me to go ooh and ah here and there for a spot or two. But for the most part, I really don't care about the results of the match because it's failing to give an interesting story. So with
boring.
Yeah, with all these matches, I didn't say boring. I didn't say boring because the wrestling is not boring. All right. So again, it's a combination of all of them. The wrestling is not boring. I just don't care about it because it has a severe lack of story. Yes, I'm sub to ice. I'm sub to ice show speed. You guys just saw that. So if
you are you lack emotional investment in the wrestlers.
Yeah, no, not the wrestlers. I actually care about the wrestlers, some of them. But okay, so say like Swerve and hey, everybody in that segment that we just saw, MJF, Joe, Swerve, Hangman, I care about all of them, but as they just sat in the ring and just talked back and forth, I didn't care about the story they were trying to tell me. So the wrestlers themselves are fine. It's not like it was like a bunch of wrestlers that I don't care about. It wasn't like it was Speedball, and Kevin Knight out there. Like, I don't care about those guys. These guys in the ring, I actually do care about, but they just weren't keeping me engaged with the story they were trying to tell me. So it got boring. When they wrestle, the match and the spots, everything else, that's entertaining, but that's only going to carry me so far because at the end of the day, I'm not invested in the outcome of this match because they're not telling me a great story.
Do you think that they would have benefited from maybe being produced a little bit as far as like the in-ring segment?
It was the content of what they were saying. So I don't know if a producer is just gonna have it arranged and set up a certain way and delivered in a certain order here and there, but the story remains the same. The dialogue, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the story that they have. So it's a producer can only change so much. The producer's not gonna change the content of the book. The producer is gonna change the order of the chapters. The producer is gonna change how the story is delivered. The person writing is the person that is boring me right now because the contents of what they are given. If you put these same guys out there and told them to go tell nursery rhymes, the producer is not going to change it from nursery rhymes to a compelling story. The producer is going to have me listen to certain nursery rhymes in a certain order. The producer is going to say, Joe, you tell this nursery rhyme first, and then we'll have Hangman tell his. And then we'll have Swerve tell his. But the content is the same. They're still nursery rhymes. You know what I'm saying? I want them to have different content to tell me. So the way that it was produced
can also help them with the content.
The producers
can also help them with the actual content.
But he can't change the content. He can't change the content. The producer of the movie does not change the script. The writer has written the script. The director shows the actors where to stand, where to be, how to shoot the camera angles, and everything like that. The producer can't change what was written, not without running it by the writer first, because the writer is the one that put that shit on paper for everyone to memorize and go out there and say. It is the writer.
The writers in AEW, the wrestlers themselves?
No, the writer is Tony Khan.
I thought he was the booker.
Yeah, he's the booker. He's the head writer. He's labeled all this shit. Remember, he's the president. He's the founder. He's the CEO. He's the booker. He's all that shit.
He's also a client.
He's also a client. No, he has a full head of hair, man. He has a lot of. It looks like pubes, but it's a lot of hair. He has a lot of hair. But he's everything.
Oh boy. So we had the return of MJF. He's probably one of their biggest homegrown stars. How does this return go over? How did it go over to you?
To me, I think it was I think it was an absolute unnecessary burial of the top talent on the card. I love MJF. I'm happy he's back. It's good to see him back. I think things will get a lot more interesting now that he is back. I don't know if I agree with coming out there and making the top 3 guys on the card look like complete chumps and jobbers. You know, because that's what they felt like. They all felt insignificant. They all felt like they've been just marginalized. They all felt completely unimportant. And that segment painted MJF to be the only interesting guy in the ring. And I don't know if that was the right way to go about doing that. I mean, we all know that he is.
So what you're saying is MJF killed the main event for World's End?
He made everyone, what I'm saying is he made everyone in the ring with him look like complete jobbers. I mean, they felt way less important. Joe is supposed to look like and feel like a killer. He didn't feel like that coming out of that segment. And that's the first time I've said that about Samoa Joe in a long time. He didn't feel like a killer anymore. He felt like someone who's completely inferior to MJF. And that goes the same for Hangman, and that goes the same for Swerve too. And Swerve just recently came back from injury. I don't think that he needed to lay the hammer down as hard as he did like that. And they had no comeback to him. They were all made. And then when it was all over, you know, he did his, you know, because I'm MJF and I'm better than you and you know it. Mic drop, turn, and walked out. And they were all left, you know, in the ring to just, okay, I guess we'll just leave because
hold that dicks in their hands.
Yeah, I mean, he just, I mean, I get it. You know, MJF is sorely missed, you know, and a lot of people are going to love that promo and everything else. I mean, the promo was great. It's phenomenal. It's MJF level. But I think he went a little bit too hard on the top guys in the company who just were made to just sit there and take it. I mean, at the very least, I would have kicked his ass. They all just stood there and took it. And I don't know. I wouldn't have done that to them at this stage. The promo was great, and maybe I would have had him cut that promo on the next Dynamite after the pay-per-view after he won. Sure. But right now, they just seem like they are very inferior. You know? So I don't know if I agree with the way they delivered that whole segment there.
So I didn't really watch the segment. I was coming back. I think I listened to maybe a really small tail end bit of it. I saw that MJF was back. So I'm just going by how you described it.
Yeah.
It seems like this is another one of those situations to where maybe if they had worked it out ahead of time, instead of just having everyone just go out there and do their stuff, it would have came off better.
What do you mean?
Because like you said, MJF just went out there, verbally eviscerated all of them, and just left. They just left the rest of all 3 of them in there holding their dicks in their hands. And it's supposed to be the main event for your next pay-per-view.
Well, I don't know the way you just said, you make it sound like they just went out there and just freestyled it. I mean, this could have been what was planned. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean?
I'm pretty sure if they sat down in a production meeting and went over the promo and went over everything, I'm not saying going over the promo word for word, but by going over, like, hey, this is the gist of what we're going to say and this is how we're going to do it. Samoa Joe, if anybody else, would have raised his hand and says, all right, so we're just supposed to stand here and take it. We're the main event of the next pay-per-view, and we're just all going to just stand here and just get stood down by this guy.
Yeah,
you need to. Going on? What are we doing?
You probably need to watch it in full because the promo didn't come off as if it was just freestyle. It seemed like this was the planned segment. It was all coordinated. It was all timed. It was all, and then while MJF is just going hard on them, they all just sat quiet and waited their turn, everything else, and they all spoke in order. This was absolutely 1000% sat down and mapped out. And when you watch it, you'll understand what I mean. Because they, like, when Joe spoke, MJF cut him off. And then Swerve spoke, MJF cut him off. I mean, it was coordinated and it was planned. You might need to watch it before you continue that thought. It doesn't come off as if it was just winging it. That was the planned segment.
I'm not saying that it can come off as winging it. I'm not saying that because maybe they did sit down, but maybe did they sit down with somebody who knows psychology and somebody who's going over this and is playing it out in their mind and saying, maybe we need to tweak something. Or they just say, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go out here. I'm going to say this. You're going to say this. You're going to say this. Then MJF's going to come out and he's going to say this. And that's going to be the segment. Because that's what like I said, I didn't watch the segment. I will go back and watch it. But how you describe it, and based on other things that we've seen on AEW, that's what it looked like. It looks like, hey, we're just going to go out and do this, and we're going to do this in this order, and that's it. Instead of actually getting into the nuts and bolts of what is actually going to be said, and having maybe somebody raise their hand and saying, hey, it's going to come off like this. If you do this, let's do it this way.
How are we supposed to know the creative process of the segment based on what we saw? Other than I can tell you this, after watching the segment, I know that it was definitely coordinated and planned out because it wasn't impromptu. So that is literally impossible to look at a segment and be able to tell, like, 'cause how do you know Joe didn't raise his hand and say, hey, I don't think we should do this? And then someone said, okay, duly noted, but we're gonna do it anyway. How can you sit here and say that you know what the process would have been like if they sat down to? That could have been exactly what happened. Like, hey, I think we buried.
Honestly, we can't.
Like
there's no way that we can tell for sure, but like this stuff continually happens in AEW.
Yes,
where
there's one guy doing the creative.
That's awkward. It's either a segment that's awkward or a segment that just absolutely castrates the other competitors.
Yeah, no, man, we don't know if someone could have spoke up, but at the same time, look, you don't think people speak up to shit they don't agree with and they get shot down all the time? All companies everywhere. How many times do you think Vince was approached and say, Vince, I don't want to do that? And Vince said, well, tough shit, pal. I mean, it's, that you can speak up. That doesn't mean that it's going to change. You can get overruled. You can.
I'm going to invoke the name of Bruce Pritchard. But Bruce Pritchard, Jim Ross has talked about it repeatedly. Anytime somebody, they present a wrestler with like, hey, this is what we're going to do tonight, and the wrestler doesn't like it, they always say the best idea is to come up with something better, and then they stay to converse, not confront with Vince when it comes to that. And a lot of times, they were like, okay, yeah, we can, modify this a little bit. So, I see what you're talking about. Like, hey, this makes you kind of look kind of dumb if you go do it this way. Let's do it this way.
Right. You just said a lot of times. That means sometimes that doesn't work. That means that sometimes they don't change it. So that's all I'm saying.
How often
we don't know what the process was like. I mean, it's easy to sit in the wall. Someone should have spoken up. And if they were sitting right here in front of us, they could easily sit here and say, I did. And I came with a better idea and pitched another one after that. And it was shut down. So what should I have done next?
And this is supposed to be AEW where you play your music your way. That was Moxley's quote.
You get to pitch, you get to pitch your ideas. That doesn't mean that they get their way all the time. That doesn't mean you get your way. You can pitch your idea. Hell, this segment could have been changed to what we got now. We don't know what the process was like. It could have been worse before this. We have no idea what the process was like leading up to what we got. All we know is this is what we got. How we got here, we don't know yet. We have no idea. Maybe a story will come out tomorrow where it's been reported that XY, blah, 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 blah. But for right now, this was the segment. How we got there, we don't know.
Not counting segments with CM Punk when he was with AEW. And also Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes, he workshopped his stuff. Let's say lately, let's say in the past 2 years, on the rare occasions where we get these long in-ring segments like this, how many of them have been good?
How many good segments have we had? Is that your question?
And I'm not asking for a specific number, but like how many have been good versus all the bad ones that they've had? The notoriously bad ones.
I don't know what you're trying to. I mean, there's been bad segments, yes.
You know, and you know, here's a bad segment that comes to mind right now. When the Young Bucks attacked Kenny Omega not that long ago, you know, and had him spewing blood in an absolutely phony and fake looking way. Do you remember that?
I think so.
Chat, do y'all remember that? Because we're about to get a 6-man, you know, with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. They're all buddy again. I just wonder if anybody remembers.
Well,
because Jesse, you know who remembers.
Pepperidge Farm.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Well, I'm trying to. Well, so what are you saying though? So go ahead.
Oh yeah, that was just an opportunity to shit on another bad storyline with the Bucks and Kenny Omega.
There's been bad. I mean, what is the point here? I've never said that everything has been good. There's been bad. You know, we don't know the process behind how it got there, is what I'm trying to say.
My point is that they had MJF, who people have been waiting to come back for the company for quite some time now. And for what it looks like, how you describe it, it looks like they blew it. It looks like they blew MJF's return.
I wouldn't have done it that way. I think he buried the top of the card. I don't know about blew it, but because I'm pretty confident if you go and ask a bunch of people, they'll all praise it and say MJF is back. He's great. You know, Quaz said that he's happy that MJF is back and he loved this segment. Me and my personal take is I think he buried the top of the card. He went a little bit too hard in the paint. That's how I perceive it.
And I could easily see MJF doing that.
But
he can run them down with the best of them.
You have to watch this segment. It kind of makes no sense for you to lay opinions about a segment that you have not watched all the way through. Because, and somebody said that in the chat earlier, you have to actually watch it to, you know, I mean, don't go by my words. I'm giving you my opinion of what I gathered from it. You could see the headlines tomorrow and everybody could disagree with me. But me personally, this is how I think outside the box with shit. I wouldn't have done it like that. I bet you there are people sitting at home that loved every second of MJF and what he did. Me personally, I think that he kind of buried the top of the card. That's my take
I'll go
on
back
it.
I'll go back and watch it, and if we get an opportunity, is that pay-per-view on Saturday?
This Saturday, no.
Or are you streaming on Saturday? Okay, so there's no Collision on Saturday.
Probably.
Well, if you create another forum in which we're free to talk about AEW, because your next stream for right now looks like it's going to be WWE again. After I watch it, we can go back and chop it up about it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We gotta cut this one. We gotta cut this one short because I gotta cover this show with JD.
Yeah.
Let me check this match out. All right, bro. Much appreciated, my man. Watch this segment, and we will.
I am.
And since there is no Collision, maybe I will come up with a stream to do on Saturday. So we'll figure something out.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man.
All right. Take care. What the hell?
Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. David Rice. That is one thing I can 100% agree with him on. I do not like when somebody messes up my name. With me, it's my spelling. They'll put an I in my name. I don't have an I in my name. Black Arrow. Kyle Fletcher has lost twice. Kyle Fletcher has lost twice. Fuck, I missed a lot of that match. I might have to go back and watch it when the stream ends. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it so I can cover it tonight.
Kyle Fletcher, and now the Bastard Pack. But fans, don't go anywhere. Coming up next, it will be the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royale.
This is a meal. We're talking a good food that makes you feel good meal. You feeling that? Now, meal this.
Fuck, I gotta watch the Battle Royal.
Meal. A catching up with your ex meal.
So, how's your mom?
Been there. Ooh, a scoring cool dad points meal.
Fuck.
Thank you. Do I spy and I need 5 minutes to myself meal?
All right, we'll watch the Battle Royal.
At Panera, it just meals good.
Your parents have given you some
Fuck.
amazing gifts, but what about the
No.
ones?
Stop playing the commercial. That battle royal is gonna be a half fucking hour. Wait, that shit could be a half hour, man. Ryan, the Canadian Chipmunk with the 279 Canadian. Says no ring for MJF. I guess not. Fuck, man. Bro, I don't want to be up all night covering this shit. God damn it, man. Man. Bro, I do not want to be up all night. This is getting to be too much for me, man. This is getting to be way too fucking much. Skip the battle royal. I can't. JD just fucking texted me saying he wants to cover the battle royal on the stream tonight. So now I have to fucking watch it. This shit is supposed to be fun. Y'all remember when wrestling was fun? Like legit. Remember when wrestling was fun, chat?
When the winner of the Dynamite Diamond ring next week will earn their shot at the AEW World Championship. And as Ace Austin going directly at Ricochet. And we know now, Tony, that AEW World Championship match at World's End coming up in 10 days' time will be a 4-way match with the inclusion of MJF.
All right. We'll do this battle royal, man.
That was incredible. The fans
After the battle royal, we are out of here.
Now, the question is, who's going to be the last man standing here? Take a look at these two big guys.
Remember, this is a battle royal.
I got things I got to get done before the live stream, the post show. And now I got to go back and watch the fucking match as well.
Week from tonight at Dynamite.
We've got 4 referees, 1 on each side to make sure.
Soros just took down Ricochet, and Shelton Benjamin took down Bandito, and now Josh Alexander, Mark Davis from the Don Callis family.
Take a look at Soros, former World Tag Team Champ. It's going to take more than one man, I think, to throw that guy over the top.
Anthony Bowens, Max Caster.
I forgot about Bowens and Caster.
Also former AEW World Tag
They wait to bring this shit into the ring right now.
In the middle of a battle royal.
They still haven't worked this crap out. Either hate each other or get over it at this point.
He's not eliminated thus far. No eliminations yet as Bishop Pawn into the boot of Bowens.
Man, you got to admit that that chant by Max Caster kind of caught on, didn't it?
Maybe a throwback to the acclaimed days.
But they're still working together.
Scissor me timbers. Wait a second. We saw the Elite reunited earlier. And, oh no.
Oh, there went
Ricochet makes the first elimination of the match, and Max Caster thrown over the top, both feet touching the floor. His battle royal ends right there.
So much for the best wrestler alive. He'll get another shot maybe one day.
The demand. Thought they had control of the ring, but Shelton Benjamin taking Khan and Leona out, and Ricochet once again underneath the bottom rope. Benjamin through the middle rope. Ricochet just ran behind our announce desk.
The Jobber Battle Royal.
Shelton Benjamin. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Ace Austin trying to take on 2 members of the Don Callis family.
Ace Austin trust with a very, very smart battle royal there. Look at that.
Leg sweep on Josh Alexander could be the start of a very big night for the Bang Bang Gang. Remember, his partner. Oh, Ace Austin.
Maybe not.
Put the commentator's curse on him, did I?
Yes, you sure did. I still think my favorite in all of this is Shelton Benjamin. Just a phenomenal athlete. Now, once again, he did not go over the top rope to the floor there, so he's still in it.
Ricochet now in the grip of Anthony Bowens. Neck breaker. Get your bold ass up! By Bowens, and Bowens gonna send Ricochet out. Ricochet, though, hangs on to the top rope. Bowens trying to knock him to the floor. This could eliminate Ricochet. Davis, low bridge, and Bowens eliminated as the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal continues.
Commercial break. Commercial break. It's fucking Battle Royal, man. Oh, Bobby Lashley is hurt too. I did see that the other day. Bobby Lashley is out for a while. After the 9 o'clock hour. Still going. Like the Energizer Bunny, bruh. Oh my God, man.
Our broadcast here tonight on TBS and HBO Max. It is the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal already. Anthony Bowens, Max Caster, and Ace Austin have been eliminated. This match will come down to two men, Tony, who will face off 1 week from tonight on Dynamite Christmas Eve.
A lot of times in a battle
What sucks about a match like this is that you have to stop before there's one winner.
or not. Got a lot of big men in there. Look at this. How about that power, Shelton Benjamin?
Benjamin, Luchasaurus working in tandem. This battle royal featuring multiple former and current champions. Ricochet, the AEW national champion, in the grip of Shelton Benjamin. And
tag team champions working to go.
Luchasaurus and Shelton Benjamin. Oh, Benjamin elevated over by Mark Davis and Josh Alexander.
Oh, no.
Alexander ends the hopes of Shelton Benjamin, but Mark Davis goes out, as does Luchasaurus. Wow, the elimination's coming fast here in the last few moments. Luchasaurus, Shelton, and Mark Davis all eliminated.
Well, once again, GOA, Ricochet still alive. A walking weapon still alive.
6 men remain in this battle royal. The last 2 will face off for the Dynamite Diamond ring 1 week from tonight. Leona with Brody King isolated in the corner, calling on the other members of the
Maybe they
Demand.
finally do something with Brody King, chat.
Splash. Toa. And now Ricochet. Smart strategy to try to isolate the biggest remaining man in this match, Tony.
Wow, look at Brody go. No finesse about Brody King.
And Ricochet thought Bishop Khan, Toleona, had the advantage on. Open. Oh, Brody King!
Oh.
Sending Ricochet into Leona, and now Josh Alexander slips free of the grip of Brody. Josh Alexander so dangerous with that ankle lock. But the submission hold, Tony, in this battle royal will have limited usefulness.
The odds are against Brodito right now. I don't think there's any question.
Alexander, oh, wait a second! Just as you said that, Bandito and Brody working
Josh
together.
Alexander is out.
Alexander.
It was amazing. Over the top like that. Let's not forget, Brodito still has his back against the wall here.
Oh, it was Ricochet that was against the barricade. Oh. And Toa Leona, though, sending
Jake, what up, though?
Sending Brody over the barricade to the outside.
Right now, there's only 1 man, 2 men to be left, but right now it's 3-on-2. The demand against Brodito.
Bishop Khan slips free, the grip. Ooh, Bandito, he's in trouble. Yeah, came perilously close. Getting sent over the top as now Khan, fireman's carry, trying to send Bandito to the floor, but no, got Kiri. Staggers Khan back up, but Toa Leona, I'm not sure Bandito realizes it. Wait a second, Brody! Oh no, Brody! Eliminating Toa Leona, but also eliminating himself in the process.
So much for Brody King.
The odds are still against Bandito.
The deck stacked against one half the former AEW World Tag Team Champions, but whoa, Bishop Khan, the boot, and now powerbomb. No, Bandito bridging up, and he goes, trying to drag Bishop Khan out, but Khan, the strength.
A lot of strength in Bandito as well.
Wait a second, Bandito turns things around behind Khan, and goes Bishop Khan, and that is it.
The winners of this match and advancing to compete
Ricochet
for the Dynamite Diamond Ring.
and Brodito. Oh, I'm sorry, Bandito. Triple M, what up, though?
Battle of the Champions.
Coming down to these two men, this Dynamite Diamond Battle Royale.
Sweet. It didn't take 30 minutes at all.
Bandito, 1 week from tonight, Christmas Eve, who will control the Dynamite Diamond Ring for 2026?
Well, Bandito overcame the odds. It was basically a 3.
All right. That is it for tonight's stream. We are not going to keep going for this third hour. Getting out of here. I will see you guys. I'll probably see you guys this weekend, man. I'll set some up. Stay tuned. I will see you guys then. Peace.
To the city that made me, place I grew up in, city that's crazy where gunshots are busted, place I'm in love with, place that's corrupted, place that gave birth to the MC not to fuck with, place with city lights, sun in one shines, place that isn't right, we're accustomed to crime, where daily went crazy back in '69, and Pops was just a rookie standing on the front line. It's the land that inspires me, land I call home, land with the basement Dr. Wax and gramophone, with fake thugs and hustlers and OGs roam, the land that's well known as the throne of Al Capone. It's the land of Lake Shores where the wind blows steady and the snow falls heavy and the heat kills many. Town like none, place that I know, this is the Windy City. Welcome to Chicago.
So your brother's bound to get, and they chained him to a chair. Won't you